Hello, welcome, come on in. My name is Donald. I am on E's social team and Bravo's social team, and tonight we are here to celebrate welcome home Nikki Glaser. We are about to be joined by none other than Nikki Glaser herself, and also the Giggly Squad, okay? So the Giggly Squad is made up of Paige DeSorbo from Summer House and Hannah Berner, and we wanted to bring them in to do a little giggling and to celebrate this premiere tonight, okay? If you have any questions for Nikki Glaser or the Giggly Squad, comment them below, and we're gonna be looking out for them. But without further ado, let's see if Nikki Glaser's in the building, okay? If you guys have to get ready for this premiere because it is literally so good. And we got a double premiere tonight. Hey Hannah, I see you're here. We're gonna bring you in just a second. Actually, why don't I bring you on now? Yeah, so tonight we have a double premiere at 10/9 Central, okay? Hello! Oh,
Donald!
Yes, how you doing?
I miss you, and I'm so excited for the girls to hang.
Wow, I wore pink for the girls tonight, okay?
It's all for the girls. Look at me being early, that's
I mean, I literally love that. Nikki, I don't know if you are in charge of your podcast Instagram because it looks like your podcast might be trying to join. So if you can join from your personal, we'll get it started. Hannah, where are you right now? Where were you talking from? You're always on the road.
I'm in the concrete jungle of New York City.
Oh, okay,
down on the couch, ready to watch Nikki's show tonight.
Wow.
I mean, what else are you doing?
It is literally so good. I know that you're gonna love it. Oh, we have someone else who wants to join.
Who?
I wonder if you know her.
Who is that?
Dramatic pause, dramatic pause. Oh my God.
Hello.
How you doing?
I feel like I hold a lot of power being on the Bravo Instagram. Like, it's making me nervous.
I know. Don't read those DMs. Oh, it's Nikki.
Oh my God. The woman of the hour.
Hello.
Oh my
Hi, guys.
Hello.
This kind of feels
Hi,
a little bit
Nikki.
like Bachelorette.
Oh my God.
It's Nikki's Bachelorette.
Nikki,
am
were
so-
you on your podcast Instagram?
Yeah, maybe I was on the wrong. I was
She's
like, God,
booked
this
and
is
busy.
like
She has a lot going
would do.
on.
It's so embarrassing.
Oh my God. Don't worry about it. Well, first of all, nice to meet you. I'm Donald.
Nice
I'm on
to meet
the
you,
East Social
Donald. Thank
team.
you so much.
Oh my God. We're so excited to have you here and the Giggly Squad. First of all, I just want to set the scene of how everyone knows each other. So, Hannah, Nikki, you know each other through the comedy world, whatever that is?
Among other things. We have a lot in common, but yes, we both do stand-up comedy. And then I've never met Paige, like I don't think I've ever met you, Paige, but
I know, but everyone was like, do you know Nikki? And I was like, wait, actually, I've never met her, but yeah, she's my friend.
Oh my God, okay, good. I feel the same way. I am so intimidated by you, just for many reasons, but like, I watch this season of Summer House. I binged it, and I just love you. Like, I miss Hannah so much, and I was reluctant to even.
Thank you. So she's freezing while she's complimenting me. That's awful.
I know, this is not okay.
She's probably saying some of the nicest things you've ever heard.
No, literally.
Someone's like, no compliments allowed.
Well, I mean, just to give a little more background, I listened to both of your podcasts, Giggly Squad and Nikki's podcast. But on the Giggly Squad, you were talking about how excited you were for this show. Oh, we're going to get her back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You were talking about how excited you were for the show. And I was like, we need to bring you on and just talk about this.
I'm so excited to watch it because I also feel like it's just a funny concept to go back to your parents' house.
Yes.
Because we both really love, we would pay to spend time with our own parents.
We love
Bella's
parents.
and Nikki.
Big parent girls here.
I know. Did either of you go back home during quarantine? Because that's kind of like the vibe of Nikki here.
The whole time.
The whole time. We got our laundry done.
Yeah.
Okay,
There she
Nikki,
is.
you were
Okay, I'm
complimenting-
back. I'm
you were
not.
complimenting
Hold on.
us.
I feel like it kicked me off as soon as I was getting into my page. I'm so sorry. I don't know
It's
what
okay.
happened, but
I
I got
knew
off
you
my
were
Wi-Fi.
complimenting me, and I was like, oh, I'm so mad I'm not hearing
No,
this right
okay.
now.
Let me just finish what I was saying. Okay, I was screaming at my phone so many times just because I was watching it on my phone and just going, yes, Paige, yes. And anytime I said to myself, if I was there, I would say, you would say it. And I just love you. I just think you're
thank
great.
you.
And Hannah, you know, I have so much love for you. It's just, I really, it's so nice to hang out with you girls and do this.
Aw.
So
The
thank you for
feeling
doing
is
this
very
and promoting my
mutual.
show.
Nikki and I like almost dated once. Like, we have a past.
Why not?
Why not? I mean, because she's traveling, the long distance was hard.
Right,
But I've always looked
right.
up to Nikki as a stand-up comedian. And then she started coming to reality TV world, and I was like, there's nothing she can't do.
I also want to
felt the same
say,
way when you invaded stand up. I'm like, oh God, there's a new one. There's more competition. But yeah, I've always had a thing for Hannah. She's the like I always tell the guy that you see I'm dating in the show, like he knows that I have like an attraction I can't understand to Hannah. That she's like the one.
No
She's
one
the-
can understand it. My own fiance can't understand
what's
it.
not to understand?
Well, I mean,
Hello.
I'm just not generally that attracted. Like I
Yeah.
don't yearn for women, but there's
Gotcha.
there's been yearning for Hannah in my
Yeah.
life before.
I
I
guess.
similarly don't yearn for women, but I wanted to chime in
Donald's
and
like, I'm
say-
disgusted right
Yeah.
now.
But something, Nikki, I've seen the first 2 episodes of this show that are both tonight, and I think something all 3 of you have in common. Confessional queens. Confessional queens. You really bring it in a confessional.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah, so love that. But also, you know, we wanted to bring the Giggly Squad here tonight because they have experience in reality TV. Okay. They also have experience in all the topics that are discussed on your show. So that includes dating, family life, living in St. Louis. Just kidding, not that. Right?
I've actually never been to St.
Not that.
Louis.
They just
Couldn't
like,
even
what-
point it out on a map.
What saint is that? Who do I pray to?
Is that the one that helps you find things?
We have to pray to them. No, but first I want to talk about reality TV. So Paige, you know, you're
Yes.
on Summer House.
Mhm.
Hannah, you joke about still being in therapy from Summer House. Now, I want to know.
Not a joke.
Yeah. What advice do you have for Nikki on embarking on this reality journey showing her life to the world?
I would say just like being yourself, and you're just so naturally likable. There's nothing really you could do that I feel like would make me dislike you. But I want to know, I do have a question though. I want to know what your favorite thing about doing the show was and what your least favorite thing was.
Oh, that's a good question. And I will ask the same to you because you think you're like prepared for this experience, but it really is because you watch so much reality TV and you go, do you really forget the cameras are there? Is it really like a rewarding experience at the end of it? But it actually was. I think the best part of it was that I am more brazen and like more I would say myself when there's like a performance aspect to it or a camera in front of me, because you're less like accountable and it's less vulnerable because I don't know, like if someone's filming me talking to my dad, I have an easier time bringing up something that's like a difficult topic that I maybe wanted to ask him about, or with the guy that I'm dating, I have an easier time when there's cameras around, because if let's say I say something stupid or it seems like a dumb question, at least I have the backup, like the excuse of like, well, I didn't really mean it. It was for TV, but like it like gives you that excuse to actually do things that I always want to do, but like couldn't do because I'm too scared of the answer. And at least if the answer is bad, there's an entertainment value to it instead of just me feeling brokenhearted.
Yes, I agree with that.
Nikki, oh my God, that was so beautiful.
You know, like it's like a defense mechanism, even though it's so, you wouldn't think that you get more brave with cameras, but for some reason, I've always wanted to be on The Bachelorette or something because I am really bad at dating and being like having intimacy. I'm just more myself when there are people watching and I'm like accountable than I am like alone. And this was it just ended up being a great experience that way. I am in like, my relationships are all different because of the show. My friendships, my like relationships with my parents are better, all because of conversations I was kind of forced to have just to precipitate, you know,
just to get a
you know,
storyline.
yeah, storyline, which, you know, and I would say the worst part of it was when I was filming it, I was on the road every single weekend, like leading up to the special taping I was doing. And so usually I would just be like, you know, podcasting here and there during the week and like napping. But this was like, no, you have to go canoeing with your dad, and like you have to go walk your dog with a bunch of like there was so many like activities. Go hang out with your nephew. And it's like stuff I would want to do and stuff that I did, and I was my real self in those situations. But would I have done those had there not been cameras there? Probably not. But that's right. The extent of it being fake.
Paige and I learned how to film in bed a lot of the time, and that's a veteran move. It's a very veteran move. But
yes,
Nikki, you've been doing. For people who don't know, I mean, people should know. You're one of the hardest working comics out there, and you have so much going on. I feel like whatever you want, you do. What are you running?
Your main character.
Is it matcha? Is it coffee? Is it self-hate?
What is it? What are we
It's honestly all of those things. It's caffeine, but it is very much like if I stop, then the feelings will come in, and I'm scared of what those will feel like. You guys get it? Like,
yeah.
The second I've done the shows, I'm like, I should go on Instagram Live
to run away from a thought.
Yes.
Yeah,
wait.
Running from feelings, and I don't drink anymore, and I don't smoke weed, and I don't do all these things. So it's like, okay. I mean, that's what kind of led to pitching the show is feeling like, well, when the pandemic happened, like I got really depressed because stand-up comedy stopped, and I was just like, what do I do with my life? Like all these feelings came in. I had to like really work on myself because I was really depressed. And then I really learned to like actually like myself. Not like I love myself and I'm perfect, but like I learned to accept my flaws in a way that I hadn't before. And I think this reality show was me saying like, okay, I'm going to put myself out there. Like I am flawed. I have a messy room. I look like kind of disgusting without makeup. My wardrobe's kind of a mess. Like all the things that I have like shame about, that maybe I was like honest on stage about stuff. I really wasn't telling the whole story. And I think that I was yearning to like put myself out there totally, to be like, this is me. And like, I accept myself. Like I'm a mess. Like I watched the first episode and I turned to the guy that is, you know, I'm dating on the show. We were watching it together, like through our hands, like, oh God. And at the end of it, I was just like, thank you for loving that girl, because she is so much. Like she is trying her best, but I love her, but she's a lot. And I finally myself, I loved the things about myself that I thought were flawed, instead of
you take up space.
Yeah.
What a good mental health moment.
Literally,
I saw a health moment on Giggly Squad, which we love.
I saw a lot of comments about that. I saw that also Des is in the building. Hey, Des.
But Des loves Nikki.
I mean, who doesn't? Now, Nikki, I wanna ask you. So Bravo shows always have a reunion at the end of their season. So I want to ask you a couple questions, which is, if your show was to have a reunion with your parents, your on and off boyfriend,
your dogs,
your dog, your roommate, I want to know a couple things. First, who would be the most dramatic at the reunion?
Probably me. Everyone in my life is like chill. Donald, no one on every other reality show, and I think there's maybe good and bad things about it. No one on this show besides me wanted to be on this show. No one wants to be on TV. Maybe Andrew, my roommate, we're both comics. But
right.
Like, yeah, when I pitched the show, I was like, hey, I'm pitching this show. It's probably not going to go because nothing goes. You know, I pitched shows, not like most stuff does not happen. So I got their permission. If it goes, will you do it? And they're like, yeah. I go, but it's never going to go. Don't worry about it. Then it goes, and they all tried to back out. Like every single in my life. Like, I don't. And so,
your dog tried to run away.
Your dog starts playing dead.
We had to read.
Literally, the posters on your wall are like, we don't need this exposure. Okay, what about...
No, but Nikki's dad is a great singer and sexy, so he's made for the camera.
Okay, he will love that. He's a big Hannah fan, and but I want to know. Hold on, like I want to know, what about your like guys' experience? What was the best, and like what can you teach me about what you didn't expect after it airs? Like you make the show, it goes into the edit, you don't know what's going to come out, then it comes out, and what can I prepare for from, you know, how people interpret it? Like give me some pointers.
I have some advice for you in that your stand-up makes everyone laugh, And this is going to be a whole different experience where people are watching to see if you're funny or not. But just know that no matter what hate you get, at least one person feels less alone from like the personal stuff you're showing. Because you're not showing that on the stage. You'll joke about like farting in front of your boyfriend, but people will watch you make some like personal
They'll
decisions.
actually watch me fart in front of them.
Exactly. And
yeah, you're
even
right.
if people judge you, someone alone is like, wow, I feel the same way Nikki does, and I'm not as scared to whatever. And I think that's where reality TV has like the positives.
Yeah.
And if someone doesn't like you, it's just like not everyone has good taste. And that's so sad for them. You know, like, oh, I feel so bad.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Great outlook.
Nikki, the show really, the show has a lot in it, but it also has a lot of heart. And you spill your feelings, and you're vulnerable, and you show, you know, on and off situations with your ex, which actually made me want to ask Hannah and Paige, have you ever gotten back together with an ex? And how did that go?
Yeah, we were in our 20s. Of course.
Paige had like 7 she was rotating at one point.
Or not.
Hannah, have you?
I'm
think
very
Hannah
cold
wouldn't
turkey.
have.
I don't.
Yeah.
I cut them up in a basement. You know when
Yeah.
we're here again. They're gone. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done. But
Well, yeah.
But Nikki, I feel like, has been in a unique situation where she was in this long relationship and then she went to kind of find herself. And I'm a proponent of like, once you guys have both lived a little, because people have not, I'm excited because no stand-up's very cool right now. I'm like, cool. But no one's seeing what the life is actually like of being a stand-up.
Yeah.
I hate to be like a female stand-up, but that makes it a lot more complicated. I can't imagine the stuff that Nikki has dealt with on the road that men don't have to. And then you're also watching Nikki trying to like have a relationship in her hometown while also being a internationally famous stand-up comedian. Like, this is TV gold, people.
It is.
I'm her agent.
And
You're
I
right,
will say, it's
Oh, sorry,
so
Paige,
different, like watching a stand-up. Like you can go on Netflix and like watch a stand-up, but then to actually know stand-up comedians, like every time Hannah gets off stage, I feel like her mom, like I want to cry because I'm like, I just don't know how you do that. Like it's just such a crazy thing. So I'm obsessed with Nikki. I'm like, can't wait to watch. Like when you get off stage, how do you feel? Like it's just so such a crazy world.
And Nikki, also you talk about on the show the difference of doing stand-up in your hometown versus on the road, and I think that's something I literally never thought about.
Oh my God, it's hell. It's because I hate when people who know me watch my stand-up or listen to my podcast. Like I feel like it's like stand-up, and sometimes my podcast that I do every day, the Nikki Glaser podcast, I feel like, do you feel the same way, Paige and Hannah, where like if people you know, like your family, like it's almost like certain episodes are like your diary, and you're like, no, strangers can know that, but not you guys. Like you don't. And I don't like performing in my hometown because I just want to keep things private, even though I'm putting them out there. It's just a little too much.
Like, I'm shy. I'm so shy.
Yeah.
My mom listened to our episode on Giggly Squad about Hannah's Bachelorette, and she was like, you said that it was like calm and like fun and normal. She was like, it sounded like you almost died. And I was like, a few times.
Also, Nikki, don't you love just making eye contact with like your dad's friend while you're telling your blowjob joke, and you're like, just sit in it, just hold the pose.
Oh my God,
you gotta own it.
My parents invite all their friends, and my dad always says that people come up to him after the show and like, go, how you doing, man? Like he's at my funeral. Like, are you okay? Like they come up to him and like, do you need a hug?
Because your parents are proud of you, but it's not like going to a little league game. This is intense.
It is not.
Yeah, I mean, not to give too much away about this show, but there's a moment that people will see tonight where Nikki is making some raunchy jokes, and you're like 2nd or 3rd grade teachers in the audience.
Yes. Oh my God, that was such a moment. That was insane. It's like
they like regret teaching you how to read.
I was like, you failed me, Miss Urban. Like, how did it get to this? Why am I talking about my vagina in front of thousands of people?
Also, I do have to say, I don't know if it's Donald or Nikki, but the promos for this are so witty. Paige, have you seen?
They're really good.
I thought that too.
Killed it. I'm so, like, the problem with this is that E has done such a good job promoting the show I've never been able to say this about a show of mine because I've had a couple. I always go, you know, when it doesn't do well, I go, they didn't promote it. But this time, if this doesn't do well, it's all because of me. It's like they didn't like it because he has done their due diligence here. It's like, oh no, I have to be accountable. So
Okay, watch me
people
screen
watch it.
record this moment and send it to my boss. Now, I want to do a little Glazer times Giggly Squad sound off. So, Nikki, you obviously are known for your roast. Giggly Squad, you are not shy to share your opinions. So, I want to give you a series of topics, and I just want you to sound off on how you feel about them. Also, for the fans in the comments, want you to, if there's any topic that you want them to sound off on, do it. We also ask people in advance. We have a couple fan ones. But the first one is people who think that they're above reality TV, both watching it and being on it. Sound
Everybody
off.
watches it. Everybody watches it.
We did learn that Rihanna, everyone watches it. And also I tell myself, like, if you want to be the next Cardi B, she started on reality TV. Kim Kardashian started on reality TV. Nikki Glaser, reality TV.
Hello.
Yes, I mean, yeah. I think when people say they don't watch reality TV, cool. Oh, you're so cool. What do you read books? Shut up. They're the same people who go, I don't own a TV. It's like, I'm looking for the bathroom. I didn't need to know that. Like, people love to act like they're smarter. Guess what? Reality TV is, people go, it's fake. It's so fake. Scripted TV is fake. Are you kidding me? Those are people, those are actors reading lines written by white men in Burbank. That's the fakest shit ever.
Reality TV is
the
sports.
same as going to the zoo. Yes, the environment
It's
is
sports
fake.
for people who
The
love
situation's
drama.
fake, but the feelings and the emotions and the mating is real.
I kind of want to update our like E and Bravo bios being like scripted TV is fake.
Yes.
Really?
Okay.
It's like WWE for women in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and the gays.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, what about, how do y'all feel about billionaires buying Twitter? Not to name names, but how do you feel about it?
I'm scared of Twitter.
I second that. I can't. Twitter, literally makes me anxious
broke
and
down in
nauseous. So do whatever you want with it. I can't.
I cannot either. I go on there and like I avoid reading negative comments about myself. That's why it's so hard to be looking at this chat right now. But I don't read any YouTube comments. I don't read Facebook comments. Instagram is mainly like people saying nice things, but Twitter, sometimes like just out of habit, I go on and I go to the @ replies, which I don't read anymore, but sometimes just bored and it's just like, like it's like seeing, like it's the scariest place because there's no one on there is happy. They're only bitching about things, and it's just too negative. And that guy buying it, I'm terrified what that means.
Hey,
Right.
We have to learn from Nikki. She had a long entertainment career, and it's going to be forever, as long as possible, because she doesn't read the comments.
I
Do
know.
not.
I know.
No, there's nothing good, and even the compliments are never good enough. And I'm sorry to fans who are like, no,
like
I love you. DM me, and I will see it probably because I read DMs. But because it's rare that people say really mean things in DMs, but comments, I don't go in. No comments.
I do have to say about Elon, though. Like, I know him, Elon.
You guys are on a first name
What?
basis.
Yeah, you're a good friend.
Whatever these like rich, powerful men need to do to not like fight with each other, let them do. Whatever makes them happy.
Yes.
Because they're not going to therapy.
Okay. A few fan submissions at I Love Lucy Goosey said, people who eat pizza with a fork and knife. Does that bother you or no?
Yes. That bothers
Speak on it.
That bothers me. Unless you're wearing gloves. I don't know. Like, unless it's a fashion moment
happened.
and then no.
Wait, I feel like you have to do a fashion collab with Nikki. I want you to put her in some sets.
Wow.
I am obsessed with Paige's style. I
Oh my God.
screenshotted everything I'm obsessed. When you did that Hollywood Access thing, I was like, I know that was taped like months before I saw it, but I was like, tennis chic is in. Like, I was like, I'm gonna go buy a fucking racket bag and use it as a purse right now. Anything
Because
you wear,
it looks
I'm
rich.
I
Yes.
am obsessed with like your confidence, how adorable you are, how like honest you are. Like, you're someone, Paige, that I look
Thank
at
you.
and I go, she's so gorgeous and perfect that I want to think she isn't funny too and like
You
real.
should have
But
bought
then you
Twitter.
are, and it really annoys me that I just like bring it in. I love you. And let me just say about you and Craig. You're still together, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me just say, I was Team Andreas at first because I was just like, no, Craig is playing her. I don't like this. Like, Andreas is like, he's like right there for her and he likes her so much. And then, you know what? I didn't know better because you knew better. Because I go, Paige, this isn't going to end well. Because I wasn't following Demoir or the headlines. So I didn't know what was happening. This is last week. So then I'm watching and then I see you. Okay, the girls need to learn from you because when you said to your mom, or you were telling someone on the phone, you were like, yeah, I stayed in the other night, totally just like putting with zit cream on my face, but I didn't write him back to his text because he doesn't get to know what I'm doing. And I want him to think I was out on a date. That was so smart. Like, that is why you have a guy that like adores you and loves you and like rearranged his life to like make it fit so that he could have Paige in his life.
Thank
because
you.
You that was really stealth.
We love tricking men.
Stealth.
It was expert, and I just am so happy for you, and I just love how much he loves you, and like seeing it just materialize. I would have never thought it would go that way, but I just was
Nikki, I think we're dating.
I'm getting very jealous right now. I have to say it. I'm letting it out. I'm feeling hot in the chest.
Well, you have that too, Hannah. Like the way Des loves you, like you have it too. Like I am just
I'm right here, and you haven't even acknowledged me.
Hannah, I already said you were the only person that I would ever, the only girl I've ever yearned to go down on. So like that, is that not enough for you? The offer still stands, Hannah. You have a week until you're married.
Now, Nikki, I know we've never met, but is there anything you love about me?
I mean, I'm obsessed with your jacket. I'm obsessed with your lighting. What is that? What's the
ring light? Ring light.
Oh, the ring light. Yeah, your lighting is great. Your background. I mean, is this a wallpaper you have in your house, or is this
a wallpaper? And who doesn't have a wallpaper in their apartment? What do you mean? Okay, wait. We only have a couple minutes because Nikki, you have so many premiere events tonight. But last thing, I need to play this game because I'm dying to play this game.
Okay.
It's called Spill the Reality, okay? And I didn't go through all these show names to not play this game. So pretty much we want to inaugurate you into the Reality Hall of Fame. So I'm going to give you all, and everyone's playing this game. Okay. I'm going to give you names of 3 different shows. One of them is fake. 2 of them are reality shows from the past. And you have to guess which one is fake, okay?
Okay. This is making me nervous because it shows how disposable these are.
No! If it helps, they're going
to be playing this game next year, and I'm going to be one of them.
These are all from a while ago, mostly. Okay. The Spin Crowd, Cut It and Gut It, and The Platinum Life.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to say Cut It and Gut It is not.
Yeah, Cut It and Gut It.
You would actually be correct about that, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
It's just like
was the Spin Life where they all worked at like a spin class, like a Soul Cycle?
I thought that, but it's actually it's a PR firm with Jonathan, the Kardashian friend.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Food God.
Yes, Food God. Many know him as Food God. Okay, now what about Dirty Soap, Famously Single, and The Edge of Elegance?
Dirty Soap, I'm gonna say.
The Edge of Elegance.
So only Hannah would be right now.
What's Dirty Soap?
What the heck was Dirty Soap about?
Dirty Soap was a docuseries that focused on 6 different soap stars and their dramas.
Oh, wow, catchy name.
Do you know what's great about Nikki's show page? She's solo. She's solo dolo.
Yeah, love that.
Okay, now this final one is more of a quiz for Hannah and Paige to see if you've been listening. What is the name of Nikki Glazer's show? Is it Flavor of Nikki Glaser, Welcome Home Nikki Glaser, or Glazed Over with Nikki Glaser?
Welcome Home.
It Glazed Donuts by Nikki.
Honestly, all of those were options that we threw around. The naming a show is such a battle. I'm just is probably gonna cut me off to be like, we're done here. Don't touch it. But naming a show is such a battle with every network I've ever done it with. And when they wanted to do it, Welcome Home Nikki Glaser, I was just like, I don't get it. Like it's like Welcome Back Cotter, but like no one knows that reference. And then they were like, what if we added a question mark? And I said, okay, when I promote it, do I get to say, hi, I'm Nikki Glaser from Welcome Home, Nikki Glaser. And they were like, sure. And so they've let me, every time I say the name, go, Welcome Home, Nikki Glaser.
I love
Now I love it.
Yeah,
I
at
love
least
that.
watch all the promos, the bare minimum for this.
Yeah.
And if you don't get a
Nikki's
collab with
so
Krispy
funny.
Kreme, I am actually going to be upset.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's in
Drop
the
Nikki,
them
works.
we're
collab.
so happy and proud of you. We're so happy for you. We love you
Thank
so
you
much.
guys so much for doing this. I love you both so much. Donald, you are so amazing to do this as well. Thank
Oh
you
my
for
God,
trying to
please.
ringlead us insane girls. And like, honestly, I'm so glad to be friends with you now, Paige. This is official. We have met.
Yes.
And I love you all. Thank you so much. And
We
and I
love
hope
you.
watch
Thank
tonight and
you.
enjoy.
Thank you. Everyone watch Welcome Home, Nikki Glaser. It's so amazing. Thank you, Giggly Squad, for being here. Listen to their podcast. Check out the tour dates. And Welcome Home, Nikki Glaser. Sundays at 10. Let's go.
Let's go.
Mwah.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Okay, you saw it here first. That was Nikki Glaser and the Giggly Squad. Watch Welcome Home, Nikki Glaser every Sunday at 10. Tonight we have a double premiere, okay? You'll get to really know her even better than you got to know her tonight. So, see you then. Bye.